James Bond oozes style and sophistication. With his globe-trotting career, tailored suits, and high-performance cars, his life is ostensibly a fantasy. Yet, moment to moment, he's equally defined by his chilling precision and emotional detachment. If there's a single element in his armory which occupies both sides of his duality, let's call it precise sophistication. It's his gadgets, actually. 007 First Light's approach to gadgets is to keep them grounded to ensure they feel practical, but bring fun and replayability too. From the gadgets revealed so far, it seems IO Interactive is providing a broad suite of tools and abilities to fit individual playstyles, but they're so utterly cinematically Bond that they couldn't be used in the hands of anyone else, not even IOI's other international assassin. With a need to manage resources and loadouts of up to 4 items, the idea that the studio is pushing for multiple playstyles gains traction. These aren't infinite use get-out-of-jail-free cards, but tangible tools which shape gameplay in meaningful ways. So now, let's break down every gadget revealed so far. Starting with the Omega Seamaster Watch, the Qatch. This is Bond's nucleus from which almost everything else grows. Its face integrates into the HUD, seen in the bottom left. Its UI is surrounded by a compass, which reorientates in line with Bond's movement. It'll indicate the direction to the next objective, whilst inside the face there's a restricted area warning plus icons for battery and chemical charge. These latter two are integral to the rate at which you can use Bond's gadgets, as every item in his toolkit consumes one of either energy source. For every mission, you'll need to consider your loadout, understand the rate at which gadgets use resources, and look to replenish charge by scavenging, converting found objects, or looting incapacitated enemies. It proposes a constant push-pull between utility and sustainability. Do you prioritize quick destruction, or lean into patient subterfuge? Underlining the Qatch as First Light's systemic core are its various sub-functions. The laser can be used for environmental destruction, or to stun enemies by aiming it squarely at their eyes. Using battery charge, in official gameplay, the laser is shown to cut down a chandelier and incapacitate a guard long enough for Bond to rough him up with ease. The Qatch is also a battery-powered hacking device, used primarily to create distractions by remotely triggering electrical equipment. However, disabling security cameras and releasing locked doors are within its capability too. Now, these sort of remote triggers don't immediately conjure thoughts of futuristic science fiction, but the Q-Lens, which the watch's hacking ability relies on, brings clear influence from sci-fi and cyberpunk fiction. You see, Q-Lens is an environmental scanner, cloaking spaces in digital blue wireframe, locating hackable devices while also highlighting enemies through walls or even smokescreens. In one of the gameplay reveals, particularly outlandish sequences, Bond uses even the Qatch to access the flight control system of a moving aircraft, albeit via a scripted encounter, with the jet's banking control transferring to you. This suggests then that the Qatch could be useful for hacking into a range of weapons, machinery, and vehicles for Bond to improvise mayhem, but there's no confirmation yet that this will be a prominent mechanic throughout. Here's hoping. Now, a lot has been made of 007 First Light encouraging various playstyles. You can enter a scene with guns blazing, take a stealthier approach, or combine the two. If you're looking to sneak by undetected, well, there are a handful of gadgets that will assist you. The poison dart phone, for instance, uses chemical charge to shoot an immobilizing projectile, causing targets to feel uncontrollably sick. This tool is useful for removing guards from posts, but it also gives Bond a chance to lift keycards out of an unwell officer's back pocket. The modified earbuds are Bond's primary line of communication with mission control, but they're also shown to be a nifty eavesdropping device too, enabling you to lift key information out of unsuspecting NPC conversations without having to break your cover. Some outlets are reporting that the earbuds can also emit a blinding light. If so, this replicates one of the laser's functions, which doesn't align with each of the other gadget's distinctive designs, so we'll have to just wait and see. Regardless, the poison dart phone and the modified earbuds position Bond as an overseeing manipulator rather than a brute force agent. He does, however, bring a handful of tools that are more combat ready too. The chemical charge consuming smoke pods are an item that you've likely handled in games before. They'll engulf surroundings in opaque fog, giving you opportunity to move through the space cleanly, take down disoriented enemies, or even slip by undetected. Bringing an idea in from experience, you might find use for smoke pods as an escape and evasion device if things get overwhelming too. And missable in preview footage is the flash mine, a throwable sticky bomb that can be remotely detonated. This, alongside the smoke pods, are options that can help when things go wrong, or instead when you want carnage to erupt. Now, not everything shown in 007 First Light's footage comes with a clear explanation, and some of the most intriguing gadgets sit outside of what's been formally detailed. Chief among them is a Leica-branded camera, which is speculated to function as a shockwave camera. We see this item in Bond's loadout during infiltration footage, but he never reveals its capability. The naming suggests some kind of concussive crowd control function, giving Bond an alternative way of dealing with clustered enemies. Equally curious is a handgun fitted with illuminated cartridges. Whether these indicate specialized ammunition types, tracking capabilities, or simply there to provide visual flourish remains to be seen. Then there are the smaller, most grounded of 007's tools, his lighter and pen. Whilst pretty easy to overlook, the former has already been deployed during the same infiltration mission to ignite a distracting fire. Even though simpler items, it seems you'll have plenty of scope to improvise. Behind every gadget in 007 First Light is Q Branch, and the game leans into Bond's relationship with his quartermaster heavily. You see, Q here isn't just a narrative plug hole, but through mentorship he becomes the architect of Bond's toolkit, and presumably his rise through MI6's ranks. With new character Dr. Tan assisting on the tax sim side of operations, together they position gadgets as modular tools to be mixed, matched, and refined. And what is Bond fiction without a showroom of overpowered vehicles? First Light's confirmed lineup spans a wide range of styles and eras, from the cutting-edge Aston Martin Valhalla to the classic 1970 Aston Martin DBS, seen in yellow silhouette careening down a mountainside in the gameplay reveal. There is also the more contemporary Aston Martin DBS, alongside a Jaguar XJ, which Bond uses during a stint as an undercover chauffeur. Cars are ordinarily an extension of Bond's gadgetry, and whilst details are relatively light on exactly what high-tech gizmos Q will be loading into the game's vehicles, we do see a little taste of what's possible through the brief glimpse of a flame-throwing rocket mounted to the back of a Triumph TF250X motocross dirt bike. Bond fiction always blurs the lines between transport and weaponry, so we've some high expectations here. From what we've seen to what we can only speculate on, the key idea here is that 007 First Light's gadgets are not gimmicks, but actually systems-driven tools, emphasizing your choices, encouraging emergent gameplay, and perhaps supporting extensive replayability. Will more gadgets be revealed before launch? Well, who knows, but the potential for creative problem solving through the items revealed so far is undeniable. So what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.